So here we are, Mount Taranaki at Dawson Falls. How did I get here? Now this is a little town called Tauhuri. Probably pronouncing it wrong. It says Manaia. Okay, Manaia. So Waze is telling me it's Tauhuri, but says welcome to Manaia. So that's what we'll take it as. It's Manaia, Dawson's Falls, turn right, 400k. Cool, so that's where we're going, Dawson's Falls. Post office, eh? Right, so we're on Manaia Road and we're heading straight towards Mount Taranaki, and it's covered in cloud and I can't quite tell whether it's raining or not. Yeah, the road's quite damp here, so I think it has rained not long ago. And it does look like rain over there. So I might be going to get a bit wet. Looks like some roadworks ahead of me too. Well, that's what Waze is telling me anyway. I can't see it on the road yet. We'll see how accurate this is. Yeah, road looks a bit wet. Oh, stop sign. Hell. That could have been dangerous with that car coming and not knowing that stop sign was there, and braking in the wet. On these Hondas, the dual combined braking comes in handy for instances like that where you have to brake sort of suddenly, and you might get the mixture of the front and the rear brakes not quite right. The bike will balance itself out. So it's not roadworks, it's railway crossing signs is what it's telling me. So that's what that is, railway crossing signs. Well, the sun's trying to come out. It's quite cloudy on the mountain though. And it just looks like rain to me. So it's been raining here, must be moving that way with the offshore breeze behind me, blowing it inland against the mountain. Kaponga. We're just going to go straight through this little town. So that's one thing to be careful of coming through here, is that stop sign that comes right out of that bend. Boom, there it is, stop sign. So just be aware of that. Kaponga, never been here before. Now getting a bit of rain spatter on the windshield, so I might be going to get a bit wet. So that little township we went through, the main street of that goes through and becomes Eltham Road, and leads to Eltham. We're going to intersect a road ahead of us called Opanaki Road. That one leads to Stratford. Right, so this is Opanaki Road, and the road is quite wet and greasy looking, but we're going to go down this way, continuing on down Manaia Road. That road there leads to Stratford. Now on the GPS here on Waze, you can see there's a green line where the map changes colour. If you have a look at an aerial view of Mount Taranaki, you can see there's a ring right around the mountain. That's where the boundary, I guess, differs from farmland to National Reserve land. So we might go from farmland into quite thick native bushland very, very soon. And the road's quite wet, my windshield's getting quite wet, but it's not raining as such. It's like a really thick wet fog over the mountain. So what have we got here? Alright, that's the difference in colour on the map. So we're into National Park forest land now. And the road's quite mossy, so it doesn't get a lot of traffic down here, so it's wet and mossy, so it could be quite slippery. Yeah, look at Waze, the GPS there. We're in the green area now, so we're well within. Actually, I can feel yeah, it is spatter. It's like it's not really rain, but there's yeah, could get a bit wet, I think. So there was a thick fog over the mountain. Doesn't look very foggy here, but a lot of moisture in the air. It's not raining as such, but I can feel this spatter on my face with the visor open. Now on a lot of my rides I've got almost there and couldn't go any further a number of times, going for the geographic centre. Had 3 goes at that, so I'm not going to let this one beat me and turn around and go back because of the weather. I'm going to push on. We're almost there. The GPS Waze is telling me that I'm 3.9 kilometres away from the parking area, I guess, for the walk into Dawson Falls. So we'll push on. We've come this far. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's not quite raining, but yeah, it's raining. But I guess that's what happens when you go for rides like this in winter. It's winter time here in New Zealand. So the road parts like this and goes around little tufts of trees that they've obviously tried to preserve and not wanted to bowl over to put a road through. So we're steadily climbing up the side of the mountain, getting higher and higher. Now that's a dead tree, but for whatever reason they've wanted to preserve that. So this would be a nice ride in the summer, nice twisty road in the summer. Probably get a bit more traffic down here in the summertime, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the only one here today. Right, 1 kilometre to go and we're there. The length of the street that I live on is the difference between getting to the place where the walk starts. It should only be a 5-minute walk to get in. Right, what's that? There we go. 5 minutes. Dawson Falls there. What's up here? I see. So the road terminates up here. I'm going to find a place to turn around and come back and park over there. What's these over here? Look like alternate walks. Dawson Falls Visitors Centre and car park. What have we got here? Public parking. Dawson Falls Tourist Lodge. Looks like a lookout over there. Dawson Falls, 600 metres, 10 minutes walk. So it looks like there's a number of different access ways into here. Dawson Falls Power Station. Right, I'm just going to park over here and go for a walk. Right, so we're here. I'm just going to swap the cameras around and go. Right, so here we are at the access way to Dawson's Falls. Bike's just parked out over there. There's a tourist family over there with their young kids looking at the motorbike. So it's a little bit sheltered from, it wasn't quite rain, but here we are, and we're going for a walk. So not a bad track through here. Apparently it's only a 5-minute walk, so let's go. Right, so that's where we've come from, down there. You can walk back to the visitors centre that way, but we're going to go this way to the falls. I can hear them. So I can hear the falls over there behind me. It's quite a good track they've got here. It's quite steep, but they've got stairs here, which is not bad. I don't know if the microphone can pick up the sound of the falls, but they're just ahead of me somewhere. Right, base of the waterfall that way, 4 minutes. There's a viewpoint over that way, 2 minutes. So we'll go and have a wander around and see what we can see here. But there's the waterfall just through there. And the track through here and the stairs are actually quite good. It looks like this is actually concrete, this part. So it's quite steep, but the stairs are actually made of concrete. So they've put a bit of time and effort into here. It's been like this for a very, very long time, but it's not bad. And it's quite wet through here, so I have to be careful. And there it is, Dawson's Fall on Mount Taranaki. So I'm just going to go back up the track, and over there a little bit further is a lookout where we can look out at the waterfall over here. So the track going back is quite steep, as you would have seen by when we were coming down. But I'll just change the camera forward and I'll show you what it's like going up. So it's not quite raining, but well, it is, it's raining. That's water coming down, but it's like a very heavy fog more than rain. So they've got nice walking tracks, well maintained, and these lookout areas. So I wonder if this one doubles back onto the road. Yeah, it looks like this might double back onto the road. And there it is. There's the road. And the bike will be up here. I'm just going to go across the other side of the road. So if any cars come down, I'm not on the inside of the bend. Oop, there we go, there's a car behind me. And there's the bike over there. So I can cross the road again. So if any cars come around the bend, I'm on the outside of the bend. So that was Dawson Falls. We're on Mount Taranaki. Weather's not so good. I'm going to get kitted up, head back into a drier area and make myself a coffee.